Hi friends, welcome back. So we're seeing a lot of chaos in the markets today. You can see it, another sell-off, and in fact, this headline captures it. Stock sell-off intensifies as uncertainty grows over Biden's run to retain White House. So people are feeling really uncertain with the current person we have. Are they running? Are they not running? Are they sick? Are they not sick? And they also feel uncertain with the person that we could have in the future. Are they crazy? They're not crazy? And what are they selling me this time? I want to go over sort of these things because, frankly, it's hard to avoid politics, guys. I know usually I don't go too deeply into it, but we're kind of in that season, and you got to mention it because it is affecting the markets. Be it the recent interview that Trump said talking about relationship with Saudi Arabia, relationship with China. Hey, Taiwan's got to pay for defense, or talking about whether or not Biden's going to drop out or not drop out. I also want to go through a couple of your comments because I think it captures sort of the community that we have, and I want to illustrate, guys. I'm really thankful to have you show up every day and figure out this crazy world together. Let's go through some comments, and I'll go through the rest of the news today. One is from Wedger. So basically, Wedger says my area has several modern steel mills, and Wedger goes on to talk about how the essentially loss of jobs is more due to technology and innovation. They say here, like before, to do steel, it used to take people hours, 12 hours per ton in 1980, and now it's like 0.6 hours per ton, right? We're just more efficient these days, so you don't need as many people. Another person just 15 minutes ago says, don't take it personal. JD Vance is talking about China, not Chinese Americans. and I want to be nice about this, but I think this commenter is doing their best they can to be nice. And I laugh at this because I can see how there's misunderstandings. People don't understand my video or they don't understand me. I get it. I'll just say this: I am not Chinese, so I'll leave it at that. And if you don't understand my videos, just watch it again. Because I address complicated issues with this stuff. So I do appreciate you watching, though. Another one is Editor John says, the America blaming China for taking all the jobs is akin to a homeless man blaming a wealthy, hardworking person for taking jobs. They won't look at themselves. What they should do. And I made a video relating that also. And guys, this is kind of a message that I want to make sure it's really clear. With the craziness in our world and the craziness in our markets, please take care of yourself. Don't necessarily put your trust in any sort of scammy YouTuber, any sort of scammy politician, or any sort of scammy company. Just be careful out there. And this is sort of why you diversify. Don't put your eggs all in one basket, because you never know, never can know for sure. I mean, it is what it is. And also too, don't look to blame other people all of the time, which is sort of my message I wanted to say. Here's another one, and this is from R. Carlos, which really captures the last video I just made. But the first person says, people are going crazy fighting each other over politicians that don't care about anything but themselves. And I say, yes. So this is referring to the Home Depot incident, and that's the point, right? Like, we spend so much time fighting over each other over what I considered trivial things, and then also to fighting over people who don't care about you. So do be careful there. And I want to illustrate sort of the craziness that's in our markets, the craziness that's on YouTube, and the craziness again in the world. Like for this one, for example, this was just a couple days ago. We've been talking about this recently. Elon Musk donates $45 million to a month, which is really a lot of money, to a pro-Trump super PAC. and the question is, like, what do you get for $45 million when you buy a politician? It's really a lot. I mean, it's actually, a month. So, and how long will that go on? Who knows? This also intersects, in a comment, this also intersects with this. This is actually an official invitation from Donald Trump to come to the Bitcoin conference. It's in Nashville on July 27th. So coming up. And if you want to be at the round table, I guess this is going to be the VIP kind of way, $844,000. $844 and $600. So basically $845,000. I'm not quite sure where they came up with that number. If you guys know why it's that kind of odd number, let me know. But $845,000, and you can sit at the round table and hang out with Mr. Trump. If you want a picture with Trump or other people there, like Mr. Vance or Mr. Vivek, or actually his name is Van Swami, or Haley, or whoever your favorite in the Republican Party, or whoever's there. It's $60,000 per person to take a photo, and then $100,000 per couple. So if you're a if you're a duo, you can get a discount. So don't take pictures singles. Like, well, I guess a single picture is a little bit better. You get $60,000 because you can just you and your favorite politician, or Donald Trump if that's your favorite, But 100,000 for a couple, you're getting a deal. Like a little bit of discount there, you save 20 grand. But the reason why I mention this stuff, guys, is because like this is the world that we live in. And I'll go through it more, but your choices at the moment is a couple old guys, and you have one party is in disarray, which I'll show you. Another party is frankly grifting. There's no other way to say it. That's quite a bit of money, 844,000. And what does 45 million get you a month? Who knows? We're going to find out. Moreover, this is actually I want to point this stuff out because I want to tie this all together. This is how the world operates. So this is the scam agency. It's called Crazy Agency. They coordinate all of the YouTubers that put out whatever messaging to buy whatever crypto NFT projects. It's all these guys. This is the previous lineup. This is on their website. This is the old website that I'm showing the new one. But it was all the big YouTubers. They say, "Oh, you gotta get FTX. It's so awesome. Buy your NFTs and cryptos." All these people are involved in stuff. I just point this out because I want you to understand this. Like there are networks that people that work together, right? Some networks work a little bit better together. Some networks don't work quite as well together. Let me give you an example of a network that's not working quite so well together. So it's very interesting. The reporting today, or just the last couple of days, regarding the is Biden quitting or not, has been really insightful. You can read the headlines here. It's pretty funny. It says, Pelosi to Biden, you're dragging down Democrats. That's literally the headline. Pelosi's telling Biden, you're dragging us down. You got to go, guy. But no, I don't think she's officially said you got to go, but she is saying you're dragging us down. Here's another one. Biden allies retaliate against Dem, who called for him to step aside. Maybe this person wanted Biden to quit, and then all of the sort of other Democrats started attacking her. Attacking is not the right word. Well, let me explain. So these are the 20 Democrats in Congress who have publicly said Biden needs to go, but there's a lot are saying it behind closed doors. And one of these I actually recognize. I don't know him personally, but this is Blumenauer from Oregon. So kudos to Blumenauer. And you can see some of the other ones that you might recognize, one from your state. So some people are saying it publicly. Now, privately, they actually are quite a lot of talk of it. And the other thing that's kind of interesting about this, what happened to this person here, I can't remember her name, is Scholten, I believe. Yeah. So if you come out publicly, there may be a lot of people that just cut you off from the team and like not include you on meetings, maybe not call you, and not, officially they say, oh, no, we're still nice here. But that was a reporting of this. I thought was kind of interesting how it can be really damaging to you if you do said thing. And also remind me too how this game is played. And this is why I'm bringing up the YouTubers. So how's the game played? So if you want to create a strong network, you just say this is Gage, say Jack, he works with Creators Agency, and they say, hey, Jack, you should go on Meet Kevin show, right? And you should tell everyone how awesome Meet Kevin is. And then Meet Kevin, you should go on Nate O'Brien's show and tell everyone how awesome Nate is. And then Nate, you should go on Andre's show and tell everyone how awesome Andre is. And Andre, you should go on Jake Carlini's show and tell everyone how awesome. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like what I'm saying, that these networks reinforce each other, and it's very similar to politicians, right? So the conversations in private will be very different than the conversations that you hear in public, right? So maybe in public she's holding Biden's hands and everything's great, but in private there's like, dude, you're dragging us down, or if you break the line of what your party wants you to say, they start leaving you out of meetings. Well, I don't want to invite her to the party anymore. Like these are all human beings. At the end of the day, these are all human beings. This is how they relate. And part of to build a party, and it's actually difficult for the Democrats because they're way more diverse than the Republicans. It's just a reality. They're a more diverse party. And so like when you have a more diverse party, you have people with all kinds of interests, right? Certainly too, in any party or any group of people, you have some people that want to do the right thing, and some people who like, what's the word to say, have let's say this, other interests to protect. Because quote right thing may be different depending on the people you want to represent and the people you're fighting for. That's I guess a relative term. I just want to be clear on that because politics is messy. For example, if you want a group of people to work together, we'll just say we'll pick on the YouTubers again. One, you have to promote each other. That'd be one. The other one would be like, well, Jenny's got a new business starting, this crypto doggy coin, and if you want her to promote your bunny doggy coin or bunny coin, you need to promote each other's coin, like you, and even though that the other person's bunny coin is stupid, you still say it because they'll give you benefit, right? It's just nothing shocking, but I want you to understand, and then when you get more and people involved in said thing, then people start having to twist their their ethics and morals and this kind of stuff. This came to light too, which is a really interesting one. Headline here was Democrat delegates erupt over Biden's nomination in private chats. So I read through the stuff. I'll give you the gist of it. It's fascinating. Basically, so like, Democrats are missing each other about what's going on. And some people, frankly, were in tears after the Biden debate because they knew the performance was awful. I mean, anyone who watched it, it's pretty obvious when Biden debated Trump, Biden just not all there. He's just old. It is what it is, right? And so then like they're having this sort of inner turmoil with themselves of like, oh crap, we can see he's old. Should we say anything publicly, right? And it makes sense. And so then some people are like, no, don't say anything publicly until we figure it out. We got to make sure he's okay. And so then there's debate on that. And then if like, it was really interesting too. And then if you say something like really outlandish of like, oh, we just totally completely got to get rid of the guy and bring someone else in. And then they have the moderator of the Democratic, it's like on Facebook group or whatever. And like, we're going to delete comments if you say anything that we don't like. And then someone's like, hey, but what about my free speech? And it's, let's just put it this way. If you've ever been on a team at work where people can talk openly and openly argue about things, you probably understand the chaos that can ensue. Or say, you have a family meeting, and let's say you're fighting over whatever people fight over in your family, like, dad dies and who gets dad's house, and there's like 10 kids all fighting over it. I'm sure you guys know. I'm just saying these are human beings, and it's fascinating to read this crap that's going on behind the scenes. And then the other one, which I thought was really interesting, and it didn't occur to me because it just happened so quickly until I read it, and I just want to explain it to you. So they literally were saying they know Kamala is not a good candidate. Because I've been saying publicly, like I'm not part of this party. I'm not part of either of these parties. And I can see stuff with my own eyes, right? I'm independent. I can give you my honest opinion on this stuff. And so I'm not. I mean, when I read this, I was like, okay, great. I'm always happy to hear that like other people speak the truth too. This is what the person says. Person says here, Kamala isn't the strongest overall, but logistically it would be the cleanest, right? And this is what someone wrote, and it's like, it makes perfect sense. That's the same kind of thing that I would say as well. Someone else also said, which is something I didn't think about, but this is, again, why you listen to other people, and it's interesting to hear. This person said, but imagine the fury, is another person, imagine the fury if a sitting vice president who is a black woman were passed over for any other candidate. And again, this represents everything wrong with our politics. Well, okay, many things wrong with our politics. So one is, they always, we just be honest, we all know they pick Kamala because she's perceived as black. And I always say perceived as because she's part, right? I believe her, I think her mother's from India. And I think, and her culture should be actually closer to India because I don't know if she knows her dad that well, but you guys can explain to me. I think her dad might be Jamaican too. But I get everyone's point of view. So I don't know who, Brian Colini is, but this is a real thing. Also, whenever you bring up the Kamala Harris thing, there's some people who are really sensitive about this topic, and they think, oh, you're just not picking her because she's black, and why'd you pass her over for Newsom, who's a white guy? Oh, what are you doing? And like that's the kind of backlash and stuff you have to deal with. And again, this is how do you get a team going in the same direction when people all have different interests, right? Everyone has a different interest at stake on this. And again, if you've ever interacted with a variety and a diverse group of people, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So don't think I'm the only one saying that, they know Kamal's not a great candidate. I've said it from the very beginning. It was obvious, painfully obvious, but it is what it is. Moreover, guys, and this is something that you won't hear in other channels. Most channels just pick one party. They say this party's awesome, and then they say the other party's bad. That's it. I tell you the truth, I think they're both bad and for different ways. And you have to have a sense of humor about it. But again, that's why markets are crashing because it's like. We can go with the old guy who looks pretty sick, or we can go with the crazy guy who still looks crazy, right? But Melania, she's been absent from the Republican National Convention. Why they haven't gotten divorced, who knows? I'll let you guys be the judge of that. And just think about this, just from a human perspective. That's why I always want to relate this to you guys. Like how about this? For people who have never had experience with being around politicians or CEOs or venture capitalists or any of this kind of world, just remember these are real people. They are human beings, right? So they may say things in public, but privately they behave like human beings. So just imagine this, guys. If your spouse was on trial for sleeping with a porn star and cheating on you, and then paying bribes to keep said porn star quiet. How would that make you feel? Like just think about that. How would that make you feel? I mean, I would feel shame if my wife was like doing this kind of crap. Just I'm married. I would really feel shame. And then everyone in the world is gonna know that like my wife was cheating on me. Like, do you guys understand? So she has to sit and listen to this trial. So I guess she didn't go to the trial, and and I'm sure she knows. But in all fairness to Melania, it's not like she wouldn't know the kind of person that she married, right? So she's I wouldn't call Melania morally great in what any stretch of imagination. If you're marrying Donald Trump, you should know what you're getting into. Yeah, she's gonna appear at the RNC, maybe give a fake smile or two, and then go home. but that's the kind of stuff that's been the talk the last couple of days. Like, where's Melania? And it's like his wife. So it's funny because for people who love Donald Trump or whatever, just ask yourself this very basic question. If someone's running for president and their spouse isn't there to support them, what does that say? I know you've probably never thought about that, but this is real. Like, this stuff's real. Moreover, and this is like, you have the one party in complete disarray fighting over what to do. They know they got a weak leader and he's sick. What are you going to do? And he's old. And now you got, on the other side, you got the total grift side. And this is the Republican side or even libertarian side, because remember, they had that invitation. Where is it? I showed it to you guys. It's here. No, it's right here. The Donald Trump one. Yeah. So remember, it's $845,000 a person, and then that's to be at the VIP section, and then like $60,000 for a picture, $100,000 for a couple. And they're doing some sort of Bitcoin conference in Nashville coming up, and then these are all the people invited, and it's like it's just funny. Trump's going to be there. RFK is going to be there, and I know these kind of people like RFK. He's really appealing to young people on the internet and Twitter, that kind of stuff, but. We look at polling data, and these kind of people aren't going to show up to the polls. It's just fun for them to talk about, he's the outsider, or give it to the man, that kind of stuff. They like that. Kathy Wood's going to be there. She's the ultimate grifter. Michael Saylor, Russell Brand, Snowden, Bill Miller, like this kind of stuff. And it's just like isn't it painfully obvious? Like these people don't care about you, isn't it obvious? But to some people, it's not. They're completely deluded. I think it's greed maybe delude people, and it's like, no, Chris, you don't know. Bitcoin, NFTs are the future. Mr. President Trump, or President Trump, you want to say the guy, former President Trump, whatever. He cares about crypto. He's really into crypto. He's all about it, and he's gonna unleash crypto for everyone. And it's like, guys, this guy's like 78. He probably doesn't even know what a freaking crypto is. And he's got NFTs. He probably barely knows anything about this stuff. He probably has a team's like, hey, Mr. Trump. We found a way to, for the Russians and the Chinese to give you money under the table. Oh, really? Oh, sign me on board, right? That kind of stuff. So and Kathy Wood's like, oh, we gotta, it's gonna be the future, guys. It's gonna go to $2 million next year. These people, and you look at the sponsorship of this stuff. This is the crypto stuff here, and it's all these like scammy crypto companies and mining companies and stuff like that. And it's all a grift. It's like the whole thing. And guys, when you're having these kind of conferences, and then you get these sort of like literally politicians like Trump coming in, who could be next president, and then people who try to convince you that crypto is some like outside project, independent project. I'll teach you a new word. It's called co-optation. It's completely co-opted. So maybe in the past crypto was independent, maybe it was, but today there's no way you can say that, right? So anyone who says it's going to be independent from government control, government taxes, it's just completely they're just lying to you. Like, look at the people who show up at these things. Wall Street's there, and literally the head of the Republican Party is there. So I'll leave you that. Moreover, this is actually kind of crazy. This was actually something connected to the Bitcoin conference, and I'm showing you this because I want you to think about, like, I guess, what is your parachute from this crazy world that we live in. This is part of the crypto commerce. It was linked on their website. It's called Citizen X, and it's funny because along with crypto, they give you the prices, and it's like some sort of website to help you do it, to buy your citizenship in other countries. It literally says, invest in your citizenship, become truly free. So I guess if you want to be a citizen of Malta, it's $865,000. St. Kitts, Nevis, $260,000. Antigua, Barbuda, about $150,000. Vanuatu, I don't even know where that is, to be honest. I just don't know. 137, Grenada, 244, Egypt, 250. This is the cost of citizenship. So Egypt's not that expensive. I wouldn't have guessed. St. Lucia, 255, El Salvador, $1 million. Wow. I probably wouldn't recommend going there, but for people who are looking maybe to buy citizenship in a place like El Salvador, they may have reasons to do that, or the same way that people are interested in crypto, they may have transactions where they value privacy and security at the highest. Cambodia 320, Turkey 400, Dominica 209, Jordan, if you want to go there, 750. This is going to be one of the better places, but more expensive. Austria, that's a good destination. But if you want to buy citizenship there, 2,685,000. North Macedonia 236. Montenegro, and actually this is where suspended. Why are you suspended? I think Montenegro. I think this is where there was a Korean dude. What's the dude's name? He was part of the scam. Sorry, sorry, it's slipping my mind, guys. But there was a Korean dude. He went to Stanford. He was part of this one of the crypto scams, and he ran away from the authorities. I think he ran there Montenegro. His name is slipping me. I apologize, but I'll just tell you, there's a Korean dude ran there, but they got him. So just because you get citizenship or whatever, try to run somewhere, don't think the authorities can't find you. If you're stealing from like literally billions of dollars from people, they'll find you. And then Cyprus, it costs $2 million to go there, but I guess that one's suspended also. So that's the world you live in. Invest in your citizenship, become truly free, and I mean, so anyway, I know I make jokes of this kind of stuff, but honestly, guys, the main lesson I really want you to get from this stuff is just be careful out there. Focus on what you're doing. Keep yourself protected, and when in doubt, take the sure things. And what I mean by sure thing is like literally it's in the contract. You're not going to lose this kind of stuff. If people are promising you get rich tomorrow and it's going to be, and it makes you seem like the sure thing, and they work extra hard to make you feel like it's going to be the sure thing. And then they start asking you for money to donate to be, what is it, 844,000 or 45 million a month or whatever. I mean, let's be honest, guys. There's a lot of sharks out there, and I'll leave it at that. And I think what frustrates me most and why I have to make these kind of videos is, I don't know, people keep falling for it every day. And it's just kind of those phrases, a sucker born every minute, and that kind of thing. Or, it's easier to fool someone than to convince someone they've been fooled. But I'm laying it out for you guys. This is what's happening. And I want to hear your thoughts on this. I'll catch you in the next video, maybe with the new passport, right? So, see you guys again.